This is a true incident that happened abroad. An auntie lured single men through photos online for dates, deceiving them into her home and subjecting them to brutal and inhumane torment. Next, I will animate this story. Fast friends, the biggest fever enthusiasts on the Aunty list, come to watch. I am a lifelong single old virgin. That night, I accidentally clicked into a dating website called Bow Ye Bow. It stated that with a small amount of gold coins, you could invite a young lady to your home to provide hugging services. A girl named Xiaobei caught my eye. She had a sweet appearance and only required 15 gold coins, so I dialed the number and nervously gave her the address. Then I jumped up from my chair, took a quick shower, and just as I finished, I heard a knock on the door. I nervously opened the door, only to see a fat auntie wearing a pink dress and red shoes. I awkwardly tapped my toes. Out of courtesy, I invited her into the room, but her obese body got stuck in the doorframe. After trying a while, she reached out her hand toward me. I grabbed her hand and pulled her forcefully inside. Unexpectedly, she suddenly pulled out a gun and pressed down 2 large lumps of fat straight onto my face.
God, you are certainly heavy now.
She stood up and glared at me with angry eyes. I looked closely at her heavily made-up face as she kept talking at me. I quickly offered to reimburse her travel expenses and asked her to leave, but before I could finish, she gave me a big bear hug.
Please let me go. Let me go away.
Remember, we are snuggle buddies, so come on and join me now. Shall we go together to your bedroom and lie down side by side to enjoy some relaxation?
He roughly dragged me into the bedroom. I couldn't help but regret why I had clicked on that website. He threw me onto the bed and then began to crawl toward me. I was already pushed to a dead end. He grabbed my hand and pressed me so I couldn't breathe. That night, I suffered inhumane harm. The next day when I woke up, my hands and feet were already tied. I shouted for help, but no one answered. At that moment, the old auntie walked out of the bathroom. After removing her makeup, she looked even more horrifying. Just as I felt I was about to be drained to death, I heard knocking at the door. When the old auntie saw someone was coming, she quickly ran to the door, trying to block others from entering. Fortunately, the landlord had already entered the house. When the landlord saw the bulky old auntie in front of him, he screamed and ran out to call the police, even alerting all the neighbors. Soon the old auntie fled. I described the entire incident to the police, but the old auntie was always busy. She was never caught. Since then, I often wake up from nightmares, unable to shake the shadow of the old auntie.